our beloved Dave Durham, aka Odin, to set up his cut.
Well, thank you. I'm really excited tonight to hear a cut from my play Of Divine Interest, read by you nice people. I know many of you, not so much some, but I'm heartened by the activities today and feel even closer to all of you as kindred spirits in creativity. This play is very visual comedy, but I think most will be able to string together what is happening. I sincerely hope you find something humorous and happy in the situations. We join our story soon after Jerry Blevins' roommate, Fran, has left for work and called him saying there are news vans setting up in front of the house. FBI Office of Biblical Science agent Steve Factor has barged into the house with an entourage. Seems news has leaked that Jerry's blood DNA is remarkably close to that of blood found in a tomb being accredited to Jesus Christ. Agent Factor and his parade of characters have just come in from the porch where a group of pilgrims have formed already. Following him in were a Protestant minister, a Catholic priest, and a rabbi, which he sat at the dining room table. Also entering is Alexa, who is dressed to kill, looking like a spy, trench coat, sunglasses, brim hat, and all. Diane Spencer, the local news anchor, with a techie in tow, carrying studio equipment. Steve has also placed 2 FBI agents at the door right out of central casting. Agent Alice Snap and Agent Nikki O. Agent Spector has been at the house the previous day to warn Jerry that once the information was confirmed, he would need help handling the attention. These are the last 10 pages of Act 1, which pretty much sets up Act 2 and turns poor Jerry's house upside down.
Um, 5 minutes, Diane.
Hey, that's a news lady from TV.
Yes, but don't let that get to you. We need to let her interview you so they can get their exclusive. Then at least we can get rid of them and work on the clergy.
Oh, okay.
Knock on the door. Then sounds of a key in the lock. Agents O and Snap immediately place their hands on their sidearms ready to draw. They position themselves on either side of the front door. Fran enters, disheveled and hobbling from being roughed up from the porch people. Again, there's a rush to the front door to get in with Fran. Agent Snap draws her weapon, takes a step back and aims it at her. Fran is not aware since she has turned and is closing the door on the arms reaching into the house.
Freeze! Don't move.
Agent Snap, Agent No, stand down. Subject is known.
Pivoting around to stand shoulder to shoulder with Agent Snap, also with gun drawn. Agents in precise unison holster their pistols and return to their positions.
None of you could help with that?
Jerry rushes to Fran.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
What in God's name is going on here?
Funny you should put it that way. And you are?
Factor.
Diane, we will be over in a few minutes. Please give us a moment.
Excuse me. I just want to point out that we are not usually kept waiting for an audience. It is usually the other way around.
Sorry, Rabbi. We are trying our best to get a handle on this. Thanks for coming. We'll make introductions and address your concerns right after a short interview for the press.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
This is crazy.
Okay, stopping the train. Mr. Blevins, Jerry, could you please sit on the couch here?
Indicates where each person sits on the couch, placing Jerry in the middle, Fran on his right.
Mrs. Blevins, if you please.
Fine, but you need to know that I am not married to him.
No, she's not. Your expert intel got that wrong.
So you're single?
Yes, I am. Happily unattached.
In that case, Alexa, would you sit on the other side of Mr. Jerry here?
With pleasure.
Alexa speaks with a Russian accent and sits almost on top of Jerry, making him have to buckle his shoulders in to fit between her and Fran.
Sorry about this. Not a lot of room here. I can't vouch for where parts of me are.
Your parts are welcome anywhere we find them.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, we're ready to roll. Are you ready, Bippo?
Nemo.
Are you rolling?
Yes.
Ready in 3, 2, 1. Hello, we are now inside the home of Jerry Blevins, the man believed to be the closest descendant of Jesus Christ. Jerry, how did you find out about this sacred news?
I found out about a half hour ago when my housemate Fran.
Hello, big fan. Yes, I noticed your news van outside when I left for work.
Thank you. Really? Just a half hour ago, Mr. Blevins? So you have noticed no miracles in your life that would have tipped you off?
What? Miracles?
Yes. One would assume that with the DNA of a divine individual, one would have the ability to perform miracles in certain circumstances.
No miracles. Unless you count the time I ate week-old pizza and survived.
It doesn't sound like you are taking all this very seriously. What religion are you, Mr. Blevins?
All the clergy at the dining room table now stand up to hear the answer to this.
Well, I was raised First Baptist.
Yes! I mean, praise Jesus.
The Catholic priest wrapped down.
But migrated to the Unitarian Universalism when I entered adulthood.
The minister now also sits down, dejected.
What difference does it make?
Oh, well, I would think it was obvious. Do you belong to a religion that recognizes Jesus as the Son of God?
Oh, I see. I believe Jesus lived.
All the clergy rise again, hopeful.
But I believe he was a very influential prophet with a very loyal following. His divinity is in question for me.
All the clergy sit down, again, depressed looks.
What are your plans? Do you plan to start a religion of your own? Now that you are known to directly descend from the biblical King of Kings?
I hardly think that...
Nemo raises his head from the camera. Diane is not happy.
Diane, I'm sorry.
Cut.
Diane, I'm sorry, but it's not fair to ask him to announce plans or anything like that right now. The man has not had a chance to consider the ramifications of any statements on his future. I will give you 5 more minutes tops and keep the questions more based on his life as boring old Jerry Blevins.
Boring? Thanks for that.
You would prefer exciting? I've read your file. I think I got that one right.
You did. It's just hard to hear.
He won't be bored much longer. This will air in a couple hours on the noon broadcast. So we really should wrap it up anyway. Okay, let's start up again, Bijou.
Nemo.
And going in 3, 2, 1. Since we understand you have an unusually high percentage of the genetic code found in Galilee, and your mother doesn't seem to be the parent who passed it down, do you think your father was also blessed with blood similar to Christ?
I hadn't really thought about that. I'll have to look into it.
And what about your children? Do you think they have some of your special genetics?
I have no children.
So, am I to understand that as of now, you are the last to own this strain of genetic similarity to Jesus?
Guess so.
For now.
Steve frantically signs to Diane that she has to wrap it up.
Well, I'm sure we will be talking to you as you move through your new life as the embodiment of holy existence. This is Diane Spencer reporting for Honest News Network.
And cut. Good job, Diane.
I know. Thank you, Geronimo. Get everything packed up and in. Nice meeting you, Mr. Blevins. Hope to see you next week once you've thought about that religion question.
During the following dialogue, Nemo hands Diane a tape, disc, jump drive, something that presumably contains the interview, which she throws in her handbag or briefcase. Then she packs up her makeup, crates, and leaves. Every time someone enters or leaves, there should be what looks like throngs trying to get in to the front door. Nemo quickly packs up his equipment, but instead of leaving, he sneaks up the stairs.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Yes, he may be too busy for that.
Yeah, excuse me, who are you again exactly?
Yes, who are you exactly?
I am American agent assigned to Mr. Jerry.
We can go through all that after we've met with the clergy.
No, I want to know what I can expect from her.
Alexa puts her arm around Jerry and lets her coat slide open a little to reveal she is wearing some sheer undergarments only.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What? You want a closer look?
Leans in closer to Jerry. Fran then leans into Jerry to get a better look at Alexa.
Alexa is here for science.
Someone should tell her scientists wear clothes.
Hold on now.
Actually, it is of vital importance that we get a sample from you as soon as possible.
You mean you want to draw blood already? I haven't even had my coffee.
No, not blood. We need to prepare for future generations of your bloodline, though.
Wait, you don't mean...
Come, Mr. Jerry, show me to your room. I am an expert. Won't take too long.
She takes a sample container with lid from her coat pocket.
Hey, Mr. FBI, your intel stinks to high heaven. You ain't got nothing from Jerry with Amazon Princess here.
About that time, Alexa completes putting on a rubber glove and snaps the wrist.
We've had great success in the past. Is she not his type?
Might say that.
Banging the door,
Oh, snap. See who's doing that.
agents pull their weapons and carefully let in a disheveled woman in sunglasses.
Oh, dear God in heaven. Jerry, are you here?
Agents O and Snap take her purse, find her wallet, and pull out her ID, holding it up to her face for verification.
Aunt Sylvia?
I saw it on the news. Is it true?
It's okay, officers. She's a relative.
Says here she's Sylvia Madison.
That's my married name. I'm Sylvia Blevins, dear. Little Jerry's aunt.
She's my dad's little sister, Aunt Sylvia. Why are you here?
I couldn't let my little Jerry be treated like on TV. I came to help.
But don't you live 300 miles away? I haven't seen you since the family reunion 10 years ago. You complained about that we ran out of peel and eat shrimp before you got there.
Oh, water under the bridge, darling. I forgave you years ago for that. So what should I do first? Cook a meal? Clean out a closet?
I think we have it under control, Aunt Sylvia.
Maybe that's the problem. Come, let me help you lose control.
Grabs his hand and starts for the stairs.
Wait, why is that TV equipment still here? Anyone see that guy Nemo leave?
Everyone looks at each other, nods a no, and shrugged shoulders all around.
Uh-oh. I think we already have a spy to deal with. Oh, snap. Your #1 job right now is finding Nemo.
I love that movie. Never understood why they made the little fish crippled, though. You think they could just erase the little fin and draw in a new one?
Well, the whole point.
And no, it's not worth it. It would take weeks.
Come, Mr. Jerry, don't let it ruin your mood. We have a sample cup to fill.
Will you stop? What is going on with my life right now? I'm gay. I couldn't perform for you if I swallowed an entire bottle of Viagra.
All the clergy stand up and walk out in one unit. Steve runs up and closes the door behind them, fighting those trying to get in.
Well, that's disappointing. Did not see that coming.
No, really? Intel didn't drop a clue?
Our budget has really been cut. My intel is a guy named Murray we subcontracted out of his parents' attic.
You might want to get some money back from Murray.
Way ahead of you.
So now what? I'm not giving up any more bodily fluids until we sort some of this out.
Fran runs over and grabs Alexa's arm, leading her upstairs.
What are you doing?
Stay out of it. If I'm going to be debriefed, I'd like it to be done by her.
Fran goes upstairs and Alexa seems intrigued.
Okay, the kitchen isn't there, right? If I remember right, you love tuna. I'll make you a tuna sandwich.
I hate tuna.
No, you don't. I remember, with extra mayo.
Sylvia leaves into the kitchen.
Jerry, I know this is sensitive, but I really need to go back with that sample. Think you can furnish one without help?
Furnish one sample? You've got to be out of your mind. I couldn't get up now if Thor himself walked through the doors.
Well, admittedly, I'm not Thor, but...
Jerry is in a corner with his head back to Steve, so he does not notice him starting to take off his clothes. He turns around just in time to see Steve drop his pants to his ankles, revealing boxer shorts.
No!
Blackout.
Everybody all right?
Great.
Yeah,
That's
good.
funny.
That's funny stuff.
As you can see, this is a serious study.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that was it?
That was it for the cut.
That was the cut.
Oh, I want more. I want more.
Well, we'll have more a week from Saturday on the 26th at 7:30.
The whole thing.
Oh, that's good.
Yay.
You guys are great.
That was very fun.
I almost that Finding Nemo line almost killed me.
Too funny.
So the plot was okay. It was clear. People get what's going on. Everything's okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
So good.
We had a very excellent setup
I like the
scripted
part
there.
about the relative of Jesus being gay, because that's the big thing. Is like, oh, he didn't permit that, but then
It is a good twist.
it's a good
There's
twist.
lots of twists.
And then the physical comedy of having all three priests just be like, nope,
Just
gotta
walk
go.
up and leave.
Gotta go.
Larry, I see that to your costume from earlier. From Tevye.
Yeah, it worked out great, didn't it?
Yeah, you recycled.
Larry, you're being typecast.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to study Judaism.
First you have to say it.
Gosh.
Yeah, the whole play, I've had the pleasure of being in on readings of this play before, and you guys, if you tune in next week, or 2 weeks, you're going to enjoy it a lot.
Looking forward to it.
I was lucky enough to read the play a few months ago too, and I forgot until I was sitting here seeing it come alive. It's even funnier than I thought the first time around. So, yeah, it was good.
No, I love it, Dave.
Glad you do.
Hey, thanks, Dave. After the book club play and spending time with a few Rosedale people, I mean, this is a second chance to say I'm gay with several. My coming out party, Larry, I know you'd appreciate that too.
Oh,
Thanks.
I did.
Oh, we're typecasting someone else now.
That's what we're writing.
Stop giving away my secrets.
Come on, Chuck. You're exposed.
Chuck doing work for people every day.
Oh, you think Christina's exciting?
Quite a dog.
Oh, look at them kids.
Oh,
They're
Oh, my.
Elsa loves her brother.
They were very well behaved.
Elsa did not let it go.
Well,
I really enjoyed all
I
this.
swear it's not violent.
Like Luna and Havoc.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Here she is. She's sleepy.
It was a great setup for a plot.
Yeah.
Great setup.
I'd like to thank
Great press.
everyone for joining us tonight.